Hey, we're the Keens.
And in the fall of 2022, we bought a 20-acre piece of property in Northwest Louisiana.
Come follow along as we turn it into a homestead. All of our videos so far have been focused on projects in and around the house.
So today we're going to give you a tour of our 20 acres.
So this is the front half of our property. It's about 3 acres out here. This is where we'll have cows or sheep or something. It already has fences all the way around it. They're in decent shape. The driveway splits the middle of it, so we just would have to kind of be careful to keep the gates closed with whatever we put here. So this is the other pasture on our property. This one's a little bit bigger. It's maybe 8 acres. It's on the opposite side of the pond from our house, and you can't really see it from inside the house. So it has an abandoned well site on it. Again, it has fences and is pretty much ready to put some animals in. We're just trying to finish up on the house before we get there, but we're hoping by the spring to have something in here.
So this is the pool area. It was actually in really good shape when we moved in, but it was really low on our priority list to try to figure out what to do with it, how to keep it clean and clear. So before the summer, we'll definitely get this cleaned up, but for now, it looks pretty rough. But the deck itself really isn't bad. It's pretty new. It's just the pool right now that's pretty nasty. In a future video, we'll probably show us fencing this area in. For now, we just walk our dogs out here. We don't have a lot of neighbors, so it's not a big deal. But we would like to have a place where we can just open the door, let them out, and not really worry about them. They do like to chase squirrels and other little animals, so it would be nice to not have to worry about them running off through the woods.
So our house came with a chicken coop. It's not the best, but it had about 40 birds in it when we bought the house. So we're planning on getting some chickens probably in the spring. Again, trying to finish up the house and take care of some other priorities before we put too much on our plates. You can probably hear a low hum through the woods, maybe a half a mile away. There's a compressor station. It doesn't bother us. You don't hear it from inside the house, but you can probably hear it in these videos when things are real quiet and there's no wind. We live in an area of Louisiana that the oil and gas is just, always busy. Whether it's boom or bust, there's always something going on, and that thing never turns off. So it's always the same volume. It doesn't get louder or quieter, so you get used to it. But anyway, this is the chicken coop. It is built with telephone poles, so we could store rhinos in here. Just need a little different wire. The roof is made out of some engineered trusses that they laid on the wrong plane and then threw a tarp on. So it works. They've got like some, what do you call that, roosting boxes?
I think so.
Got some in there already. So this is my barn. We bought the house and there was some electrical conduit running on the ground, so my fingers are crossed that it had power, and nothing works in there. I think the guy probably knew he wasn't going to pass inspection the way it was wired, so I'll probably plug that back in eventually. But right now it's just a storage shed with no electricity. It does have concrete floors, but they are very rough. And then next to it, we have a carport where I just have some other equipment stored. So this is our pond. Our deck is made out of like 6-inch pipe, Schedule 80, really heavy wall pipe. So it's really strong and stout, but the wood on it is rotten and the vines have just taken it over on the end. So in one of these future videos, we'll show you a DIY deck remodel. And also our pond is just full of this like duckweed and I don't know, just different grasses and things like that. So we're planning on getting some carp and trying to get rid of that and just beautifying this pond a little bit. So this is another barn on our property. This one's pretty dilapidated. We don't know what we're gonna do with it just yet, but it has a chicken coop attached to it. It has another one of those roosting, nesting boxes. It has some pre-engineered trusses in it. So again, maybe we'll do a video on making a barn for free. This one has these cattle panels around it, so I think it'd be better for having pigs. So when we get us some little piglets, that's probably where we'll put them. This side over here, I think it was maybe some stalls at one point. The roof is kind of falling in the back over there, and it's just full of debris. But I think maybe eventually we'll clean it out and it could be at minimum a place for some animals to come get out of the rain and the weather.
We're the Kings, and we found a spring. Stop it.
No. Turn that thing off.
Me on the rock, take 3.
Hey, we're the Kings.
No, start over. I was still touching my hair.